Prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
R1 button.
Now Scott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage. And
entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. Ravens curl.
Up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
R1 button. Cross button. Contact. Triangle button. Triangle button.
Jones.
Cross button.
Throwing deep for Galladay.
Triangle button.
And this one is incomplete.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 18 options. Field goal 53 yards is selected.
Not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that's off the right upright.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts rolling to his right. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Confirmation. Concept. Cover 6. There are 9 categories. You have 22 options. Cover 6. Show for selected.
They go play action with Hurts. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 short.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. HB base is selected.
He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year.
R1 button. Triangle button.
So he's
cross
getting
button.
Feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Cross button.
They'll run on 1st down. Scott. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
Entering play call. Coach Curls X go. Blood red auction. R1 button. Cross button. Circle button. R1 button. R1 button. R1 button. Cross button.
It's just a gain of a couple there on
entering play call. Coach bench swap.
The blitz
hitch corners.
Going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive.
Cross button. Hot routes. Cross button. R1 button.
On 3rd down, it's Scott. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Cross button. Cross button. Triangle button. Cross button. Circle button. Circle button. R1 button. Triangle button. Cross button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
The pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off around.
Entering play call. Cover 6. There are 9 categories. You have 22 options. Cover 6. Show for selected.
Interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll get just a yard on the screen.
Entering play call. Cover 6. There are 9 categories.
Team in terms
cover
of
6
in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout.
Entering play call, cover 6. Cover 6 invert.
Yards. It's a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them.
Now a diving effort right sideline.
Entering play call, concept, there are 7. Coach suggestions, there are 7 categories. You have 30 options, 60 pinches selected.
Buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw. He will find Smith in the end zone.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
Smith, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now
entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. 0-1 trap is selected.
Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception.
Square button.
They had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown.
Cross button.
How do you approach drive number 2?
Circle button.
Going back.
Triangle button.
Coming in. Everyone has matchups that they like better.
Entering play call, double slants, wing HP dive.
Follow up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Cross button, triangle button.
On second down, it's Scott. Scott with a first down and then some. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 50.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 flanker drive.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. Stick, red option, puck rusher, zone alert, power, zone alert, X smoke.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Square button.
On the carry, this is Scott. And the play goes nowhere, losing yards.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Stretch alert, X look is selected.
Right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was.
494 F red op, 494 F flat.
Got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something
cross
a little
button.
more contagious.
Cross button. Cross button. Triangle button.
Jones.
Triangle button.
In trouble here, and down he goes.
Entering play call. Coach suggestion. Middle high low.
The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. After that
cross button.
Long
square button.
For Jones and the Giants.
Square button.
Now
R1 button. Square button.
Steps away to his left.
Square button.
Open man here is Scott, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40.
Square button. Circle button.
It's a gain of 11, but
back
still short.
Cross button. Cross button.
Operating
square button.
Jones.
Triangle button.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Nickel. Goal lots. 46. Concept. Cover 6.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those divisions.
Entering play call, cover 6, cover 6,
the playoffs,
cover 6, cover 6.
There also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting,
Audible.
a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. And
Entering play call, cover 6. There are 9 categories. You have 22 options. Cover 6.
Meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in.
Play call.
Him to make his throws from the
cover 4 quarters.
It was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And he's going to be taken down here.
Entering play call, cover 4 quarters.
In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 21.
Entering play call, cover 4.
Nice job.
Cover 4 quarters.
Scrambling for 11.
Cover 4 quarters.
Passing down, but he was
cover 4 showed you.
Pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll buy some time right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Giants are going to take over.
Entering play call. Coach a bubble Y over.
Charles rolling to his
right. Red option. On plan. There are 9. Throw it meaty. Empty and pop out. Power O. Keep curls.
It may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they
Circle
did
button.
in their career,
Square button.
in their college days when they were used to being dominant.
Square button.
In this case,
triangle button.
NFL
Circle button. Triangle button.
And that is incomplete.
Entering play. Empty. On plan. Play. Person. Recent play.
Hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you,
Stick
you
switch.
can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right
Triangle
now.
button.
Instead, in this
Backs
case,
protect.
timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Flat. Square button.
On second down now. It's Scott. And a lot of talent on
Entering
this
play.
offense.
Coach suggestion. Player. On plan. There are 9. Play. Formation. There are normal.
Third and 11.
Option. Hail. Formation. Goal line. Gun. Option is empty base. Stick. Level switch. Verticals. Stick. Formation. Option. Empty quads. There are 17 categories. You have 6 options. Vert double under is selected. Circle button. Cross button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they
Entering play call. Flood red option. Flood.
I don't know why, but it's always
Ring HD dive.
to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him.
Circle button.
There, he's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up.
Entering play. Corner strike.
Field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
R1 button. Triangle button. Cross button.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Corner strike is selected. Cross button. Triangle button.
And scores from games in
Cross button.
around the
Triangle button. Triangle button.
The coach.
And he takes a shot on the release.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. Slanter drop. With slants. Fade smash. Salem.
Front and
Mesh
the
spot.
pass
Salem.
rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage.
Triangle button.
Love how you
Cross
put it together.
button.
The front and back
Audible.
in sync.
R1 button.
Way to play good
Cross
defense.
button. Circle button. R1 button.
Forced out.
Cross button. Cross button.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line.
Entering play call. Coach
Coverage
curls.
too good that time.
Right
As he
corner.
away for 19 with
Salem.
his legs and a first down.
AHB slip screen. Square button. Triangle button. Cross button.
Back to throw.
R1 button.
Jones.
R1 button.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There. Fade smash.
Allowed a lot of receivers to
Gun plan.
break.
Clear.
And there's another
Formation. There are 9.
completion.
Gun. Option is set. Split with Ghost HB core. AHB power O.
Here's second and 10.
Circle button.
They'll run with Scott. And they went the wrong way there, losing yards.
Entering play call. Split twins. There are 17 categories. You have 9 options. HB power O is selected.
Third down.
Post HB corner. Play. Formation. Coach suggestions. Play. Formation. There. Option. Option is empty base flex. There are 17 categories. You have 9 options. Vertical. Backs protect. Circle button. Cross button. R1 button. R1 button. Square button.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this inside.
Entering. Strum curl.
A big play.
Formation. Fade smash. Quick slants. Strum flood. Quick slant.
Well
Fade
executed
smash.
there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end
Triangle button.
space in the
Cross
middle of the
button.
field, right in their quarterback's line of vision.
Triangle button.
QB's
Triangle button.
easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
The Giants going to go
Entering play call. Coach Ravens Y shallow.
as they get
Flood.
at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Unplan. Play formation. Single. I wing. You have 15 options. X slant is selected.
To get even before the break.
Triangle button.
First and goal.
Gun back. Circle button. Square button.
They'll try and run with Booker. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Second and goal from the
Circle
6.
button. Circle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
This is Booker on the dump ball. Touchdown, Giants!
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
Here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point try, good by Gano. And we are tied here in the second.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken 6.
Entering play call. Cover 4. There are 9 categories. You have 26 options. Cover 4 drop is selected.
The Eagles
Give push.
set to
Pass.
begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. Flushed out right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll see.
Entering bunkle adjustments. Screen run inside is selected.
Jonathan Coachman.
Throw it medium.
Time report. Coach.
Defend medium pass.
Okay,
Entering
Coach,
play call,
adjustments
special
likely gonna
teams,
play
you have 6 options, kickoff left is selected.
Contest so far. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled.
Entering play call, cover 4, there are 9 categories, you have 26 options, cover 4 drop is selected. Cover 4 pawns.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
Big fella at 6'1", but his arms got plenty of life to it. And that was a thing of beauty there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver.
Entering play call, special teams, you have 6 options, return left is selected.
No! And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over.
Entering play call, mesh spot.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime. They find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think?
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Boston.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 9 categories, you have 15 options, that attempt is selected.
Ball game. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays?
Entering play call, special teams, you have 6 options, kickoff left is selected.
Tie ball game here as the kick's away. And not willing to risk.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories. Plan, there is formation, there is play type, concept, there are cover 4, there are 9. Cover 4 quarters.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what
entering play call, cover 4, there are cover 4 cover 4 pawns.
They did.
Cover 4 quarters.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Spread.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
Entering play call, cover 4. There are 9 categories.
This season,
play call
is going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And that is intercepted. Or was it?
Entering play call, cover 6. There are 9 categories. You have 22 options. Cover 6, show 4 selected.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete.
Entering play call, cover 6. There are 9 categories.
But you're still in field goal.
Cover 6 inver.
Keep in mind, they're in field goal.
Cover 6 inver.
You don't take any unnecessary risks, but you
Cover
try
6 inver.
to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard.
Entering play call, concept. There are 7 categories. Formation. Formation.
That sets up a
Then
1st and goal.
46. Option. Normal. There are 2. Cover 2 in fire zone 3. Cover 3. Spread.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Entering play call, normal. There are 2 categories. You have 9 options. Cover 3 is selected. Cover 2. Cover 3.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. And they'll go back to Smith. This time it's complete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
TD of the game at 16th on the season. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good on the extra point.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
J.J. Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Red option is selected.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so waiting for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. Slot outs.
Allow a run of that length. That's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for
Cross
the
button.
26.
R1 button. R1 button. Hot routes.
They go again with Scott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Entering play call. AHC Salem. Post. Mesh spot.
Specifically linebackers keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you. and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Eagles call on the
Cross button.
defensive back.
R1 button.
Prepare for a stop.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
From the gun.
Triangle button.
Jones.
Cross button.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Conta selected.
4th down. Well done.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he couldn't get it to check.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Cover. Punt plan. There are 7 categories. Formation. Concept. There. Cover 6. There are 9 categories. You have 22 options. Cover 6. Show 4 selected.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Julian Love picks it into the 40-yard line.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Stretch alert. Execute selected.
He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance
Cross button.
out. Normal ledger
Cross
sheet.
button.
If you can
Square
balance
button.
you feel
Triangle
good.
button.
But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Stretch alert. Execute selected. R1 button. Triangle button. Cross button. Cross button.
On 2nd down, it's Scott. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9. Power even dive. Red option.
Afternoon.
Power even dive.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Circle button. Square button. Circle button. Triangle button. R1 button. R1 button. R1 button.
Off play action.
R1 button.
Jones.
Cross button.
Away.
Cross button.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 20.
Entering play call. Podkeeping. Red option. Cross shot. AHD dive.
Going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the side.
R1 button.
Get out of bounds
Backs
and avoid
protect.
the big hit.
On 2nd down now, it's Scott. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. Strum curl. Inside zone.
Better there, partner.
Slants.
Game helping out.
Red option. AHD slip screen.
Last drive they went 3 and out.
Inside zone split. Ravens trail.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Cross button. Circle button. R1 button.
Now they'll
R1 button.
here and look
R1 button.
on the move to his left. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Inside zone split is selected.
But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
R1 button.
Great
Cross
communication.
button.
And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Triangle button.
Making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 2nd down, it's Scott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Entering play call. AHD dive.
To goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in
Excellent.
this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
R1 button. Square button. Cross button. Triangle button. Circle button. Cross button. Cross button.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this...
Entering play call, spacing, power option.
2 there, 2nd down.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. They had a little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
Back
Cross
at the
button,
line now.
R1 button,
Goal.
R1 button, backs protect, cross button, square button, triangle button, circle button,
Dancing
cross button.
to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. With slants is selected.
Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in.
Threatened spacing.
They
Stick.
brought the heat, and if he
Double
forces
slants.
out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Circle button.
Coming here,
Circle
it's
button.
goal.
Square button. Cross button. Delay fade. R1 button. Square button. R1 button.
Back to
R1 button.
Jones. This is caught. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 dub, punt, clear, formation, double, normal. You have 12 options. HD dive is selected.
Likely the play of the game here.
Circle button.
In the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Jones keeps it himself. Try to wedge his way in there. No sir.
Entering play call, cover 6. There are 9 categories. You have 22 options. Cover 6 show for selected.
Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line.
Cover 6. Concept. There are 7. Cover 6. There are 9 categories. You have 22 options. Cover 6 show for selected.
Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful. Hurts fumbles it, and the Giants have it. It's
Triangle button.
And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery, and the Giants.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
Punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
We are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the...
Entering play call, cover 6. There are 9 categories. Cover 6 invert.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes.
And this is caught right along the side.
Entering play call, cover 6. There are 9 categories. You have 22 options. Cover 6 show for selected. Cover 6.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 40.
Spread.
Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Spread.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That'll be caught. Rager with it. They do get a couple, but they'll
Entering
be
play call, cover 6. There are 9 categories. You have 22 options. Cover 6. Cover 6.
Hurts going to take this himself. And he gets this down inside the 35.
Entering play call, cover 6. There are 9 categories. You have cover 6.
On the keeper.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone else.
Entering play call, cover 6.
Run with him and try and keep
play
him.
call, cover 4 cons.
Down the stretch in the fourth. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Entering play call, cover 4. There are not cover 4 quarters.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going for it all. And that's going to be caught for an Eagle.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Eagles have moved out in front. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. Bench pivot.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their
Triangle button.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the
Entering jet touch pass.
25 to the
Zone alert X. Bench pivot. Blood red option.
I love the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Under 4 to go now as the clock
Cross
runs.
button.
Come up on 2nd down.
We got 4. We got 4.
Square button.
They'll keep it on the ground. Scott, and he'll be upended at the 33.
Entering play FD rug flat.
Brings up 3rd.
Ravens power. Up power O.
To the offensive line. They've been able to move.
PhD power. Red off. Wing power O.
While that wasn't a huge...
Inside zone.
Okay, they'll take them in short, steady bursts.
This is 3rd and 2.
Cross button.
The biggest
Triangle button.
ball game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken.
Entering play. TZL ins. Curl flats.
3 yards and a
Full
first.
combo. Double toast.
There's just
4
not
verticals.
things
Smash.
get done. He's been running well all game.
White rail.
They continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there. A big 3rd down conversion.
Circle button. Cross button. R1 button.
On 1st down, Scott. Room to run past midfield. And he's got room. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
Run away from leading this game. A very important extra point there, up and good.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. A big mistake there. You just got the lead.
Entering play call,
And now
coach
they start the
suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll look to throw. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
It's a gain of 3.
On plan, there are formate, concept, cover 4 quarters, cover 4 shoot, cover 4 drop, cover 4 quarters.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first.
Entering play call, cover, concept, there are formate, nickel, normal, there are formation, option is set to 3-3-5, odd, there are 8 categories, you have 18 options, cover 3 sky is selected.
A 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Out to his left. Open target, here's Matthews.
Entering play call, 3-3-5, odd, there are 8 categories, you have 18 options, cover 3 sky is selected. Sam Mike 1.
They'll look to throw. That swung out wide to Sanders. And now
entering play, cover 3, cover 4, pinch 0.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little short.
Entering play call, 3-3, play outside. Nickel dog, zone blitz.
He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot.
Entering play call, 1-5-5, DDLE gap. There are 8 categories. You have 18 options. Cover 3 show you is selected.
It's a handoff to Sanders. He takes it across for the touchdown.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well,
on plan, there are 7. Formation, there are 7. 1, nickel dog, SS mid, cover 3 cloud show 2.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2.
Spread.
They'll turn to Sanders, and he will get into the end zone for the 2.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone.
Entering play call, TDL in, YSAL, corner strike, 4 verticals.
Giants
cross-cutting,
line ready
cross-cutting,
next drive.
Backs protect.
Possession game. Time very much.
Cross-cutting.
How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive.
Cross-cutting.
This is a
triangle button. Square button. Triangle button.
The season, you go over this situation.
Triangle button.
Having to go downfield, limited timeouts.
Entering play. Hail Mary. On plan. Error. Player. Error. Formate. Concept. Formation. There are no. Option is set. Empty base. Stick.
How much pressure will
Verticals.
the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. An incomplete
Circle button.
leads to second
Audible.
from the 20.
R1 button. Cross button. Cross button. R1 button. Square button.
Let it fly.
Triangle button.
And that will be incomplete.
Entering play call. Empty base flip. Strum curl. Y shallow. Middle. Y shallow cross.
Shots, and ideally, they'd like to
Circle button.
so they
Cross
have
button. Square button. Square button. Flat. Cross button. Square button.
Jones.
Cross button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in.
Entering play call, empty base flips. There are 17 categories. You have 9 options. Middle, high, low, strum curl. Middle, high, low. Strum curl. Middle, high, low.
So that changes things.
Cross button.
It's a 1st and 10 all the way
R1 button.
35. And with inside of 10 seconds.
Entering play call, empty base flips. There are 17 categories. You have 9. Middle, high, low.
Ball up to the 35 now is
Cross button.
on 1st and 10.
Audible. Cross button. Fade. Square button. Cross button. Cross button. Cross button. R1 button.
He's going to go up top again.
Cross button.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot.
Entering play call, empty base flips. There are 17 categories. You have 9 options. Verticals is selected.
How about Aaron Rodgers? Throughout his career, he seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the
Formation,
defense,
there
I'm
are
rushing the quarterback and
coach
making him move
suggestions.
away
There
from
are
his
9
throwing
categories.
arm.
You
That
have
makes it a little
12
bit
options.
tougher to
Hail
get
Mary is selected. Cross button. Out left. Cross button. Cross button. R1 button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. But Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Giants, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Post-game report player stats. Entering screen player stats, team 5. Rushing selected. Receiving selected. Post game report. Finish game. View highlights. 0 9 0 0 1 1 2 216 2 128 104 1 2. Finish game.